Hi, my friends. How are you? I'm coming to you today with I would like to say, controversial message. And this message is all about therapy. This is a topic that is so controversial. And I get it. I'm going to say I get it because pre-therapy, before I ever had attended therapy, I also had all these reservations. I thought, maybe the same stuff that you're thinking in your head about, I should be able to handle this. I should be stronger than this. Can I just think my way out of this? Isn't this just about being positive and motivating myself? Shouldn't I just only rely on God and let Him do the work within me? And while I believe that all those things are true, I also want to tell you that going to therapy has completely changed my life. It's helped me to break down walls, within relationships, break down walls within myself, as well as really start to figure myself out. Because have you ever had a thought and you're like, where does that come from? Like, why do I think like this? Or why do I keep doing these same actions over and over again? And whether we realize it or not, what we do sometimes, actually most of the time, is run by the beliefs that we have. We might not be conscious of them, but it is run by that. No, I am not a therapist. So I do a lot of health and fitness coaching, and I don't know if you realize this or not, but if you've ever worked toward a health goal, a fitness goal, or just trying to change a behavior in any way, that is such a mental exercise. Am I right? It is such a mental exercise. And there are literally, I was listening to a podcast yesterday and it said that your habits, your mind will try to keep you in your comfort zone. So as soon as you start to do something that is uncomfortable, then your mind automatically says like, nope, go back, revert, go to what is comfortable. And it starts to work against you. So there's lots of reasons why I believe that people should go to therapy. Now, for big reasons and for small reasons. I have dealt with some gnarly stuff in my life. I have dealt with some seemingly insignificant things that have truly made an impact in my relationships, my business, and my ability to succeed, self-sabotage, all that stuff. So if you really sat back and did a self-examination of, okay, what areas in my life do I feel stuck? Then I'm going to say start there. It doesn't have to be like this huge, giant, traumatic event that pushes you into therapy. And there's nothing wrong with you. So here's how I like to correlate it, because so many people are against it. And in fact, I coach a lot of women that say, oh no, my husband will never do therapy. Well, here's the deal. I was married once before, and my previous husband would never do therapy. And that's why I was married once before. Because if you're not willing to work on yourself, and if you're not willing to go to bat and do the things that you need to do to change yourself in order to save your relationships, there's nothing wrong with saying I need help or I need to talk this through. And that's not a weakness. This is what I think of it as. I think of it as just like anything else. If you broke a bone, would you feel less than by going and getting a cast put on that bone? Would you feel less than by going and seeking professional help to make sure that everything is set appropriately? Or would you say, no, I can handle this on my own. I should be able to think my way positively out of this, and God's going to heal it. And not saying that He doesn't do those things, because I have experienced miraculous healing myself in my own body. But what I am saying is, I believe God also created doctors and professionals and people with specific gifts so that we can all give to one another. And there are people who have a gift of truly helping people. Listen, your mind controls everything in your entire body. Everything in your body, everything in your relationships, everything in your life. Your mind controls it all. And so if you have a little piece of something that is mildly broken, now it might not feel like a broken bone, but there are experiences that happen in our childhood, even in our adulthood, traumatic events, things that need addressing and they need to be fixed. And you know what? You're not a professional, more than likely. Maybe you are. But even therapists see therapists. Even physical therapists see physical therapists. Doctors see a doctor. Do you understand what I'm saying here? You want to seek professional help in the areas that you know that you need help. And in my opinion, there is nothing more important than how your brain works. The thoughts that you have will ultimately control your life, and they're going to spill out into every area of your life. So, I went to therapy for many different reasons. When I was a teenager, my first experience, it was actually a very bad experience with therapy. I went because I was struggling with body image, exercise anorexia, and some things like that. Like I said, it was a bad experience. I ended up not believing my therapist and just going it on my own and figuring it out on my own, which thank goodness I did have some really great examples and I was able to navigate those waters. But later on, I did have to deal with a lot of that stuff in therapy with a different therapist. I went to therapy for relationship things. I went to therapy for postpartum depression. I have gone to therapy a couple of times and I'm currently doing what's called EMDR therapy. I love it. You can look it up if you want. Specifically because I just feel stuck in some ways. And I know that I have tendencies towards, I got a temper. And I don't believe that my children should grow up with a mom that has a temper. So because I want to be better for them, then I am, as tough as it is every single time to find somebody that really works with you, it's so worth it. So every single time, somebody brings this point up and I hear, I would say it's like, probably like 60-40. 60% of the people think that you don't need, at least that I talk to, don't need therapy. And 40% of the people are drinking the Kool-Aid. They're like, yeah, let's get all the therapy that you need. Doesn't mean that it's easy to get yourself there or to get a loved one there. Here is the deal. We're not meant to live our lives completely alone. You are not an island. And I believe that if you have an area of your life that you need some help in, I believe that you should go seek it out and get it. So therapy, yes or no, you be the judge. But I want you to think about it the next time that something triggers you or you feel like you are stuck, you feel like you can't get to the next level, you feel like something is happening where you're like, I just don't understand this, or I just don't understand this about myself, or I feel like I am emotionally out of control. I feel like I can't handle this part of my life, or maybe you're numbing out or medicating in some way, shape, or form. My favorite choice of medicating myself is I usually go and get a latte. I just really love coffee. I know I seriously have a problem. But anyways, that's my form of doing it. Luckily it's not too bad for you, but still I used to do worse things, right? So this is my form now, deep breathing, whatever it is going to take to get you to the next level. But here we go. Therapy, yes or no? I'm going to encourage you. Listen, if you know you got some crap that you need to get through and you have to get through, and the people in your life deserve a better version of you, right? Because it's not always about like you just being tough and you pulling up your bootstraps and figuring it out. Trust me, I'm the most independent, hard-headed person you will ever meet on the freaking planet. I am but I'm learning. I've learned through therapy how to let my husband take the lead. I've learned through therapy that in order for other people, it's good for people to take care of you. It helps them to feel like they're of service and of purpose to you, and to help them, even if you don't feel like you need it. Trust me, therapy's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. And I want to encourage you today. I want you to take that leap of faith. I want you to go for it. You might have to go through a dozen bad therapists before you find a good one, but I want you to stay the course. I want you to stay the course. And if there's nothing else that you take from this today, I just want you to know that your brain is just like anything else in your body. If it needs attention, if it needs a fix, if it needs something, right? If it needs something, just a change, something different, then please seek professional help. Get the help that you need. And of course, a lot of insurances cover this stuff. In my opinion, there is nothing more important. We go to the dentist. I don't know about you, but I go twice a year to get a teeth cleaning. And my brain controls a heck of a lot more than my teeth. Okay? And we get our annual checkups and all that stuff at the doctor's office. Why is it so hard for us to go and talk about the things that literally are like spinning in our heads all the time. So I want to encourage you. I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. And if you have any questions, feel free to follow me, subscribe. I would love to connect with you further. Have a great day, my friends.